Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Got some exciting stuff to update you now that we are back in town from our vacation. If you guys are unaware, during the off season, there is going to be a league play for people to tune in and watch with the Shift guys called Shift Summer League. I'm going to be calling it SSL just for simplicity reasons. They've been shooting out invites over the last week, and we've got our teams that are accepting and not accepting. And because of that, there's actually been some conversations. One about teams that are choosing not to accept their invites and why. We'll have a future video on that. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on notifications to understand why that is going. We'll break that down. But we've also got some teams that are of high status that are going to be competing. All of this starts on July 9th. So make sure you mark that in your calendars. There's going to be 4 play-ins or 4 qualifiers to find the 4 remaining teams that joined the 6 invitees. First things first, in North America, we've got our invites: Shopify, Genji, OG, Space Station, and then the former LG squad, Reddles, Magic Bear, and Cheese. These are confirmed. They will be competing in the main event. The main event is on the 16th of July. Qualifiers being on the 9th, like I said. So tomorrow or today, when this video probably drops, you guys will see that last team announced at some point. And then on Friday or whatever day it is, just kidding, a week from today on the 9th, they'll have qualifier 1, and then they'll do qualifier 2, 3, and 4, and that'll give us our final teams. Okay. Over in Europe, we've got Luna Galaxy, Jobless, JJ Rocks, Endpoint, and Resolve, with the final announcement or the final team being invited as well. A lot of people speculating this could be Oxygen potentially. We'll see who it ends up being with then their plans as well. We do have a bunch of different teams, and we're finding that through the sign up page. If you guys go into my description down below, I have a general news and roster rumor stuff starting and kind of building. The general news is K-Corp, BDS, Gentlemates, and very likely Vitality are not accepting invites, and they are rejecting them. Like I said, we'll talk about that in a more detailed video in the following days. We have the teams that have been accepted below as well. We're still waiting to see if G2 is going to accept that invite or not. We'll have to wait and see. In the roster documents, though, we do have some fun teams and some potential RLCS changes already happening. First one, NRG, now that Mist is gone, which we saw official at the beginning of last month, they look like they're going to be trying out Kofor. And Kofor is kind of a unique circumstance due to the fact that he has been in the league for a little bit. He's 17, I'm pretty sure now, so he's had his chance to kind of break into the space. But it seems like mentality shift, taking things a bit more seriously. And we talked about if Energy is going to be rebuilding around Garrett, they need to do it with young mechanical talent. Aqua and Kofor looks like it could be a very exciting follow-through. Keep in mind, this is league play, round robin, so every team's going to be playing every team twice. Very interested to see how that one develops. Cloud9 potentially benching Zanil and trying out Kinsey instead. Curious on how that one plays. Incorrect is still sticking with Flitz and bringing back Wonder Mike, who used to be a very talented player, but we haven't seen him around in a while. Netherlands Americanada is now just Americanada. A little bit easier to say. Getting rid of their Netherlands representation and bringing in Dirto instead. I'm pretty sure you've got the Peeps, which is an exciting one with Gyro and Mist, and then AJ potentially. What does that mean for M80? We already know that Jorias is going back to Europe. NASA signed up with a different team. Curious on how that goes. And you've got Squishy likely signing up with Snowman as a sub. Don't know if he's going to be doing any coaching or anything, but we'll see how that one plays out. Over in Europe, Belagol is now playing with Mike Boy because Temper has announced that he is stepping away from competitive Rocket League, which is pretty crazy. You've got a full Spanish team with Dorito Dying and Stizzy. Not sure if that's just an off-season fun or if Stizzy's going to be sticking. I would assume they're trying to rebuild with him in Dignitas, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. You've also got Rizex, Ivan, and Tekos playing for SA. Fast Forward has Smokes coming in. And then you've got Noah Saki on that as well. And then 100% Louis P. Crispy and Acro changing some things up there as well. There is going to be more changes. There is going to be more teams that are kind of bouncing around and some stuff happening during the offseason. Obviously, the immediate kind of conversation is these are just signups. These are just teams like Lethamir signed up with Skills and Rapid, I think. Like, there's some teams that are going to be just playing in this for fun, just to keep themselves fresh during the offseason. But for organizations, it's good because it does allow their teams to play in something. Hopefully content is made. Hopefully they can take advantage of that stuff, which kind of leads into the conversation, which is going to be in our future video about why, one, teams are declining invites, and two, kind of the general ecosystem We've got statements from both the COO, as always, Jeff from Resolve. You also have Arnold from Gen G stepping in and providing his perspective as well. Some really good insight about kind of the state of Rocket League, where things are headed, and some of the changes that are happening. So with that in mind, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down below. And if you want to make sure you don't miss out on those future conversations that we're mentioning, make sure you guys hit like, subscribe, and turning on notifications. Helps me out greatly, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.